We are coming, East. We are coming. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk Raptors. I'm your host, Sham, my channel where you get reviews, analysis, predictions, and hot takes on all things Raptors as well as some NBA. So, the Raptors had their game against the Miami Heat today. It seems like that's the only team we've been playing recently, but it seems like it's good for us. So, without further ado, let's talk Raptors versus Heat in Scotiabank Arena with 50%, no, not 50%, 500 people allowed and possibly 50% capacity later on. And I will get to that as well later on. So, basically, the Raptors came out beating the Hawks yesterday on a back-to-back night. The game against the Hawks was pretty close. But we closed them out, and again, it's the Atlanta Hawks without Trae Young. They did have some sort of comeback against us, but I don't really care about that game because it is the Miami Heat that I want us to beat every time. Why? Because the Miami Heat are a top Eastern Conference team, and to be able to beat these teams shows us something. So the Raptors came out in this game a little bit seeming like, yes, it is going to be a back-to-back, and may possibly the Raptors coming off of 2 wins, and NBA gods might decide to give us a loss. But eventually, basically, Miami Heat come out guns a-blazing because they lost to Boston yesterday from like 30 points. And by, I think it was the second half, by the end of the first half, they had, I think, about a 12-point lead. And then in the start of the third quarter, they take about a 15-point lead. And then eventually the Raptors wake up and the Raptors, start to play defense. Nick Nurse goes to a 2-3 zone, which creates problems for the Miami Heat to be able to get to the bucket. It kind of slows down Bam Adebayo, who was having a damn good game. And the Raptors start to inch back in. The Raptors get close to 3 points. They, Miami goes on a run. They bring it back up to about 7 to 8. It goes back and forth that way. And eventually, we get to this point where the Raptors are down by 2 points. I think it was 88 and 86 or something like that. And we get this fast break. I think it's OG. Oh, no. Banton gives the ball to Siakam on the corner. Siakam shoots it. His first, I think it was his first or second 3-pointer of the game. Swish puts us up by 1 point. We go to the other side and basically, he tries to get a bucket, but we play defense. We come to the other side. OG gets underneath the bucket, but what happens is 2 people close out on him. And he shoots it to Precious Achiuwa at the same corner, at the same spot as Pascal. And boom, right in the net. Precious Achiuwa for a 3. We're up by 4. Miami Heat eventually ties the game, and that's when OG was tripping this whole game. For some reason, he seems to slip a lot on the Raptors floor. He comes out and he just posterizes the shit out of what is it? Jimmy Butler. Yeah, posterizes the shit out of him, like 2-hand jam in his face and a leg in his balls. And he puts us up by 2 points. And then the Raptors start to slowly build it up. And Gary Trent, he's been doing what he's been doing, man. He goes off. He keeps us in the game. He eventually gets us an 8-point lead, which, the Heat get close to it. And then basically what happens is it's about, I think it was about 20 seconds left or 15 seconds left or so. And the Heat are down by, I think it was 2 at that point. And, Nick Nurse calls a timeout, and it's likely going to be the fact that Heat are going to foul us, hoping that we miss a free throw because we've been missing free throws like fucking, I don't know what it is. It is at home, but I'll get to that. And Nick Nurse draws up a smart-ass play, which is, he knows they're going to double Freddie, which they've been doing this whole game. So that's going to leave somebody open. And for that to happen, he basically makes Gary Trent Jr. go from front court all the way to the back court, drawing one defender that way. One defender is on the ball in the middle, trying to prevent Gary Trent from getting it as well because Gary Trent is hot. 2 people double So PJ Tucker leaves OG Anunoby, doubles Freddie Van Vliet, who is also one of our best free throw shooters, which leaves OG Anunoby and Pascal on Bam Adebayo, and Bam Adebayo has to cover two of them. But knowing Nick Nurse and Scotty Barnes being a great passer, just throws a lob to OG Anunoby at the bucket, who dunks it in, and the game is over because it's 6 seconds left to go, and we are up by 4. And that's pretty much the game's over. So the Raptors do a damn good job in this game, coming back from a 15-point deficit. So the first key takeaway I have is that the East should watch out for us because we are coming. We are a team that does not give up when we're 30 points down, when we're 15 points down, when we're up 15 points, we're up 30 points. We play as hard as we possibly can. And that goes to our starters, that goes to our bench unit, that goes to everybody in the Raptor organization. It's just a culture that we have built, and it seems like I say this in every one of these videos, but it's going consistent for us this season. People are playing hard. They are not giving up on a game. They are pulling games out of their ass, and that's what the Raptors are doing. And the East should watch out for us because that is my key takeaway number 2. Right now, the Raptors have everybody back healthy. They're starting to develop the chemistry that we should have had mid-season before like January, but because of COVID and people being injured, we couldn't get it. Now we do. And once we get Cam Birch back, that would make us even better. Now people are going to say he's going to be coming off the bench and this and that. No. What that does for us is it gives us a big body who's going to set hard screens, right? Who's going to allow us to play more pick and roll. And we don't have that right now. We don't have where screen defenders are able to, just go this against the screen. Because our guys, they're light, they're tall, but they're light. And that, the defenders are still able to get those screens. But with Cam Birch in there, they're not going to be able to do that. And that's going to help with the bench production as well. Because, again, he's going to be setting hard screen for guys like Delano Banton and those guys who can't get their own shots. So having a person who can set hard screen is going to allow them to get that. And then if he doesn't want to, if the screen goes well, or even if it doesn't go well, which he still plays pick and roll very well. And he has that teardrop or mid-range, shot that he does have that him and Freddie play very well. So that's going to, allow us to do a little bit more when our half-court offense comes into play because, our guys are good, but they're not good at, being able to move without the balls after setting a screen. That's something just the center does. Most of our guys are not centers. They're power forwards and stuff like that. So Cam Birch will allow us to do that. The third key takeaway, and it's a small negative one, is that the Raptors, for some reason, cannot make free throws at home. They are horrible at free throw shooting at home. I don't know what the hell's going on with the rim, the net, the lighting. I don't know what it is. But the Raptors need to make them free throws because we missed about 10 free throws. If we had those 10 free throws, we would have won this game by even more. We won this game by, I think, 4 points, 106 to 102. And the Raptors could, they just need to make the free throws. And they did that at the last overtime game against Miami Heat. They need to do that now. Yes, they were missing them at that time too. But they made it when it count, and that needs to happen. The Raptors need to improve that part of their game because they have improved their three-point shooting. They have improved their finishing at the rim and stuff like that. So that is something that is a weakness in our game at this time. The last and the most important one, in my opinion, is that the Raptors need their crowd back, man. Raptor fans, our arena seems like a graveyard, man. I don't know what the hell. Like, I get it's COVID and stuff like that. I'm kind of sick and tired of it. But, we need some fans back because people like Gary Trent Jr. who are going off, Pascal having an amazing season, Freddie having an amazing season. These guys deserve to know that they are being loved by their fan base. They should know that we are behind them. We're cheering for them no matter how good they play, no matter how bad they play, that we're always there for them. And hearing the arena roar is something the Raptors are known for, and we're missing that. It just seems like we need it. Games like these, we need it. We need our guys to know we're back there for them. And hopefully they know that even if we're watching from home, we're still cheering for them. So that's just something I feel like we need, as part of the Raptor fan base that we need some fans back, man. We had 500, which wasn't good enough. We need more than that. Anyways, that's basically it, guys. MVP, who's been the MVP for the past 5 games, is Gary Trent Jr., who can't seem to be missing. He is a walking bucket. Like I said, this kid has a ceiling of Damian Lillard. That's how good he is. He can create his own shot, his three-point shot. He's nailing 6 threes every game for the past 5 games. He is damn good, and he is the one who keeps us in these games. He is the one who keeps us going when we are in a lull of some sort, and I am glad he is healthy and he's going, and it seems like the bandana and the new hairstyle is working for him. Keep it going, Gary Trent Jr. You are the MVP, not just for this game, for the past 5 damn games. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you guys for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content and the analysis. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Help the channel out. And I will see you guys after the game on Thursday. We got a lot of games this week, so I'm going to try my best to get to all of them. Anyways, guys, see you next time.